Sorry about my uneven hair ties, I couldn't find any that matched. By the time you see this, I will be in New York, which is so exciting. Where I am when I'm filming this, I have a few days before I go, I'm trying to get everything ready, and I needed to make time to film my thoughts about these 2 book club books I've read this month. These books could not look more different. One very colourful one deliberately black and white. I'm going to start with The Unexpected Everything. I read this one for the Biannual Bibliothon, which is a YouTube readathon challenge where I read 7 books in 7 days, the first one being this one. You can watch my whole video about that here, or I'll put the link in the description box below. I did it while on holiday, so as well as the books, you get to see lots of lovely Greek backgrounds. So, The Unexpected Everything. I really enjoyed this book. It's such a fun one. It's a YA novel about friendship and love and summer holidays, and nothing ever goes too wrong in it. It's not super original, or it doesn't have any particularly strong message, but I did just get totally absorbed into the world of these friends. And it's got dogs in it. Dogs. So I'm just going to give you 5 reasons that you should read this book. The first reason is the dogs. The dogs were definitely one of my favourite parts of this book, especially as there is a dog called Bertie Woofter, which is fantastic. My family are huge P.G. Wodehouse fans, and our dog is actually also based on a Jeeves and Wooster character, but Bertie Woofter is just unbeatable. That's great. The second reason is that while it is a love story and the romance is really cute, it's mainly a story about friendship. Her love interest very easily becomes part of the friendship group, so it really is the central relationship in this book is her and her friends, and I just loved that. Reason number 3 to read it is that there are dogs on the main cover, so you can look at dogs anytime you want. This is different from reason number 1. That was dogs inside it. This is a totally separate reason. Reason number 4 is there is a fantastic scavenger hunt scene in this, which made me really want to go on a scavenger hunt. It sounds so much fun. In general, this book did kind of make me feel like I don't take advantage of my summers. I know it's very different for me now. I work full time. I don't get lovely long summer holidays, but in the weeks that I do take, why aren't I doing stuff like scavenger hunts? That's such a great idea. And then reason number 5, my biggest reason for loving this book, is the character Toby. Toby is one of Andy's best friends, and I just fell in love with her from the second that I met her. Partly because she's hilarious, but mainly because she uses so many emojis. The other characters tease her for that, but there is nothing wrong with using that many emojis. And in fact, they even set her a challenge where she has to text in nothing but emojis for the whole summer and see if she could do it. So in honour of her, I thought that I would give that a go, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the ending of this book using only emojis. So if anyone can guess what I'm trying to say, comment it below and I will tell you if you're right. I'll be amazed if anybody gets this. This seems like it's going to be hard to do. So if anybody does get it right, I will do some kind of dare. You can dare me to do something and I will do it on YouTube, within reason. Okay, so... This is hard. Did you get it? Whew, I'm sweaty from that. Okay, next I'm going to move on to talking about the Night Circus. And I read this one for the Girl Gang Book Club, which is mainly a Twitter-based book club. Search for it, #GGBookClub. The next Twitter chat is going to be at the beginning of August, maybe the 9th. Now, this was a very unusual book. People kept asking me while I was reading it, what's it about? And I had to be like, I don't actually know. Give me till the end and I'll see if I know. Which I still don't, but I would say I maybe kind of started to figure out what was going on. Maybe about here. Not a moment before, that's for sure. The basic gist of it is that there are these 2 characters who from when they were very young were bound to each other in a challenge that they don't know the rules of, we don't know the rules of. So that makes it very confusing for everyone because they just grow up knowing that there's this challenge, they don't even know who their opponent is, they don't know what they're supposed to be doing, they just both are trying to do more and more complicated magic to see if that's how they beat their opponent. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that they eventually find each other and fall in love. It's not on the back of this book, but I've seen it in some reviews and it didn't ruin anything for me, so I think that's okay to tell you. Especially as you can't even be sure when it is that they first met. There are a few times where I kept thinking that they'd met, so I don't think that knowing anything going in will really help you at all in this book. You have to be ready to sit through a lot of description, because even though there are about 1,500 different characters you're supposed to keep track of, the circus is the main character and it's so beautifully described. You can't skip those descriptions, you have to let yourself be sucked right into that world, because this is a circus unlike anything you've ever seen before. There is real magic in here, but the magic works in a very confusing way that you never quite get your head around. I'm kind of surprised that there hasn't been a movie made of this one, because it would work so well well on film. Maybe it could even be a 3D film. I don't even like 3D films, they give me a headache, but this one would be so cool if it came to life around you. Thanks Sarah at the Girl Gang Book Club for recommending it, because I had a great time with this one. I would definitely recommend it to people, but not if you're looking for a super easy read. It's not like a page turner, it's not like you know what you're rooting for and you like can't stop reading to find out how it happens. It's more like you just keep stumbling through it, like what's happening, and you're drawn to keep reading it because it's so magical, but not because there's any plot that you're kind of hoping for. And it's only really towards the very end that I started getting invested in the storyline. Before then I was just really enjoying the world. So yeah, very unique kind of book. So those are my July book club reads. Had a lot of fun with both of them. Let me know if you've read them, if you liked them, what your thoughts are, if you figured out what I was trying to say in emojis, if you think emoji reviews are a terrible idea and I should never attempt to do that again. I'm thinking that one. Then yeah, let me know any of that. You can also add me on Snapchat. My username is boobsmcboobs. It's a long story which I've explained in some of my other videos, so you'll have to watch them all to find out. And you can also subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every Monday and Friday, though I am now on holiday, so it might be a little gap before I next put some up. But subscribe anyway, and I will see you when I'm back. Okay, bye!